I am Will Doughton, joined by pro player Yates Johnson in the broadcast booth. That's definitely not just a table.
Definitely not just a table on the side of the court.
In this match, we've got a guy we just saw, Thomas Wilson. He's playing with Christian Alshon. They're the 5 seeds.
2-0-2.
And they are taking on the 12 seeds, Todd and Wyatt Stone.
0-2-2.
Great point. Wyatt Stone working hard there. Wyatt Stone has some sneaky fast hands.
Nice speed up there from Wilson.
Another let cord. They'll take that all day.
And the Ernie attempt unsuccessful there from Todd Vogt.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
They've both got great defense as well. Very dangerous combo. On the other side, you have Wyatt Stone, one of the younger guys on tour.
Talk about Wyatt Stone, Yates, only 18 years old. A lot of upside, a lot to like about his game, how much room he has to grow.
Might have been a hindrance call there, but they kept playing.
Yep.
Wyatt Stone with the C during the middle of the point.
Thought he had the point one. Can never call it too early, especially in pickleball.
Wyatt Stone and Hayden Patriquin used to play together, I'd say beginning of last year, maybe the year before. So you can see how well Hayden's done. And Wyatt's right up there with him.
The untimely wind gust in the middle of that point perhaps causing some disturbance on the dink.
Ooh, wind. Wind is playing a big factor here.
Has been all day. And a couple missed dinks on both sides now for both teams. That one gives the 5 seeds a side out.
Even though Alshon and Wilson have really big drives and a lot of power, they still have a lot of touch up at the kitchen line.
I think that's a great point that you made, Yates. You know, they have the power, but they also have the touch. And in the middle of that, we saw the recess, and then you saw Thomas Wilson break out the drive.
Yep.
Well done from Fote to recognize that.
Yeah, they're able to, I think that's what makes you a good pickleball player, is being able to switch from offense to defense and knowing when to do so.
181.
What a drive there from Wyatt Stone. Just able to change direction
Yep.
on that effortlessly, it looks like.
Let's see if that can give them a little momentum here.
And the net,
Unlucky.
always the villain.
282.
No one likes a net cord unless it's in your favor.
But then it never happens enough times to make
Right.
up for all the times it didn't happen for you.
If you could just do it on purpose, that'd be great.
It's a skill you can practice to just hit the tape and just get it over.
Exactly.
There's Fote with a nice backhand there.
822.
Great move by
What a
Christian
shot.
Alshon.
Just
What
the
a-
finesse. A lot of times when you see that Ernie, you're just going to go power straight
Yep.
forward,
say
especially
what-
on the forehand.
Exactly. I'd say one of Christian's biggest strengths is not only that he's athletic, but he's got the length. He's got long legs, a lot of reach. Really helps him.
I guess you would know. You're playing him in singles tomorrow.
I am. I am.
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. Training rigorously and pushing boundaries. The next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
Not really an issue.
Yeah, getting a little easier to see out here. I'd say let's see if Stone and Fote can kind of reel it back in here for game 2. I'd say Thomas Wilson and Christian Alshon were the aggressors that last game. Fote being a little overly aggressive on some of his speed ups. Let's see if they can turn it around here.
Great hands there. Just the hand speed. Just so impressive at this pro level.
102. 2-0-2.
And the attack there from Alshon gets it done. Takes the forehand out of the air.
It's another look at that reach from Christian Alshon. Being able to reach far into the kitchen, take the ball, get a rhythm. So you're constantly kind of switching it up on them.
3-0-2.
Great hands. Wow.
Just really by all players there.
4-0-2.
Nice backhand flick there from Fote.
I'd say Christian and Thomas are against the wind here, but it doesn't seem to be a big issue for them on their drives. Great hands, wow.
As you talk about the drives, both coming from high-level tennis backgrounds.
Yep.
Definitely have the strength to hit a strong drive through the wind there.
Absolutely.
That's a good serve from Fote. Gets the 12 seeds on the board.
Especially with these new paddles and the new technology coming out, it's just becoming easier and easier. I think the game is really sped up from what it used to be a couple years ago. I remember having to dink 50 times to win a point against people like CJ Klinger and Rob Cassidy and Greg Dow. Now you see a lot of power, a lot of drives, a lot of fast hands, and I think it's starting to, pickleball people have to start taking it more seriously now because it's just getting faster, and if you're not keeping up, you're getting left behind.
Nice spot through the middle there. Caught Alshon and Wilson frozen.
2-5-1.
Ooh.
And the net there, very kind to Wyatt Stone.
He says sorry, but I don't think he is.
Is anyone ever really sorry for a net cord that goes their way?
Not when you're winning the point.
And a run here for Fote and Stone. That deficit is cut to just 1.
4-5-1.
The wind picking up here a little bit. It's actually shifting to a different direction. Two good hands by Wyatt Stone. We actually practiced with Wyatt, and me, Thomas, and Wyatt all live in the same town. Great hands. Smart speed up there.
That's going to be a timeout called here from Alshon and Wilson.
Stability. Sometimes a 1E is better on counters, but you know, if you're loading up and you're able to slide, that 2E is really strong and solid. Especially as a lot of tennis players like myself come over, just from tennis, having a two-handed backhand, it transfers really well to pickleball, especially in your drives. There's not a lot of one-handers in singles, I'd say.
Right.
Tyson, Jay, maybe a few others, but for the most part, everyone has two hands. I think the biggest thing with the two-hander is you're able to hit it a little further behind you, or maybe even with you, so it actually gives you a little more time to respond to balls that are coming fast.
I think that's a great point that you brought up, because especially, you know, in these hands battles at the kitchen line, you know, reaction time is key.
From the world's most iconic tennis arenas to the glint of an Olympic gold medal, a new court beckons, a new challenge arises. Jack Sock has conquered tennis. Now, pickleball's next. Mastery, precision, passion, that's what champions are made of. And when it comes to pickleball, there's only one company they turn to. Jack Sock's legacy continues with the #1 brand in pickleball. Selkirk Sport. We are pickleball.
He just takes a couple steps and he loves a rope in that forehand, just like in tennis.
Yeah, Christian! Come on!
What a
Great
point.
reach by Christian Alshon. Again, that's when the length and the height can come into play. He's able to cover so much court with just one step. Match
Thomas
point here.
Wilson waiting with the forehand.
10-7 shoot.
Oh, tough last point.
That is going to do it. The #5 seeds, Thomas Wilson, Christian Alshon, take this one 11-2, 11-7.